Hey there, real quick before we begin, you're about to watch a live stream, which means you're really kind of behind the scenes here because these lessons are usually watched in the archives, but you're here for the live taping of them. So if we mess up really bad, we're probably going to chop that out, but you're going to get to see all of our bloopers and mistakes. We'll also chop this off, so no one is going to see this part of the lesson but you. And because you're behind the scenes, you're probably going to ignore my instructions when I say, like, pause the video and go practice or whatever. You can if you want. It's just that everyone in the chat room then will be in different places in the video. That's fine. When you want to join us live again, go down to the bottom of the video, click on the live button, and that should take you straight to where we actually are now. So now here comes the part for everybody else. I'm really glad you're with us. The archives are fine, but my favorite is talking to you live. So see you in the chat room. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Joplin Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a Question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is the incomparable Kendra.
guess what? I've been trying to think of something exciting that I did this week. But I am really excited because I am for the first time going back and rewriting some of my older songs.
Okay.
Which is like kind of crazy because I never knew how to do that before.
I don't know how to do. You're rewriting your songs? Why would you do that?
Well, because I now know, like, because I've been taking a songwriting workshop, and so now I know how to, like, restructure things and make things make more sense.
Okay.
So I'm trying it, and I just did my first one the other night.
And how did it go?
It went well, I think. It's a lot better than the older version.
Okay.
So, yeah,
right.
I'm having fun with it.
Congratulations.
So, thank you.
I know a lot of you guys are at home are working on writing your own songs and stuff too. So I guess maybe later on, Kendra could tell us more about how to rewrite your song in case that's something you're working on.
Sure. I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, Kloppel's here. He's wanting us to move along with things. Hey, buddy. And we should play this once through so you know what this sounds like. It's kind of an older song, but I get a lot of requests for this one. So we'll go ahead and listen to this one. I'll play along. And at full speed, it would sound something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Baby, you're a fire. Come on, show me what you burn. Make it go, oh, 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 and shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a fire. Come on, let me come. Make it go, oh, oh, oh. Gonna leave it And so that's all of the notes that you need to know. So let's take a look at this thing and see where we can find some patterns first. First of all, the whole entire second half is just a repeat of the first half. So all of this section right here is basically the same exact thing as all of this section up here. So once you learn the first half of the song, you know the whole song. There's only one difference. They changed the very, very, very last note at the end. So what you only really have to know these ones right here. Once you know that, you're ready for the whole entire thing. And even within this, there's a lot of repeating sections. So you notice like right there, that section right there would be the same as that section right there, and also that section right there, and that section right there. So that right there comes up 4 times. And then once you know that, you know the whole entire song. So let's start by learning that thing, because that's obviously going to be really important. It's also really fast. The first note that you need in order to play this section is a G. So we're going to find any group of 3 black notes, like those ones right there, or like those ones right there. So any group of 3, we're going to take the middle note in a group of 3, and play that one, and we're going to drag it slightly down, slightly to the left. So we're going to drag it this direction just a little bit and land on a white note, and that one's going to be a G every single time. So I'm going to start on this one right here, and I would just play that one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. And I'd actually repeat that last one. So I have 4 notes total. That one, which is a G, that one, which is an F, you don't have to know that. That one, which is an E, and then that one, which is a D. You don't have to know any of the letters. Just know that we start there, and we're going to go down 4 notes, and then play that one again. So G, F, E, D, D, and that's going to happen like 4 times in a row. So that right there is definitely something you want to pause the video and practice that. And then when you come back, we'll all try that. It's just going to go G, F, E, D, D, that section right there. If we only did that much, we would do that during Baby, You're a Fi, and Come on, Show 'em What, and Make 'em Go, Oh, and Shoot Across the Sky. So that section right there, repeating that last note, I guess that would include that one right there. And then that one right there. Then we only have a couple notes after that we need to learn, and then you've got the whole entire song. Even though it's super long and super fast, you'll be able to do the whole thing after you practice. Probably not during this lesson, but at least during this lesson, you'll learn how to practice. Let's try this all together. Get ready on those 4 notes right there, and then just jump in and play all the notes you can. If you mess up, that's okay. Just skip the ones you miss. Here we go. 1, 2. Wait, let's try it again. Oh, yes, sorry. I was ready for it to go way faster. 2, and a 1, 2, baby, you're a... So that's kind of interesting counting at the beginning. So we've got 1, usually we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and normally where we'd say 3, 4, that's where you're going to jump in and you're going to play that one. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 1, 2, baby, you're a Fi. Let's try it. Here we go. 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2. Baby, you're a Fi. And then we're getting ready on Come on, Show 'em. Come on, show 'em what. And then we're one. Ready? Here we go. Make 'em go. And then one more time. Ready? Go. Shoot across the sky. And then we can keep going because the next ones are going to be Baby, You're a 5. Let's do it again. Ready? Here we go. Come on, let your come. And then go 2 more times. Here we go. Make 'em go. And then one more time. And go. Leave 'em falling down. Yeah. Okay, so as you can see, hopefully that second half was the exact same as the first half. So once we learn that first half, we know the whole song. We just basically need like 3 more notes and we've got the whole entire thing. Let's take a look at this first phrase right here. We've got Baby, You're a 5, and then we need a C and an E. So a C is the one that's just a little bit to the left, and then the E is gonna be the one that's just to the right of it. So we're gonna land on this D, play it twice like we've been doing. Baby, You're a 5, and then we're gonna play the note that's on the left side, and then the note that's on the right side. That is almost the entire song. So now that we know how to play that phrase right there, we also know how to play this phrase right here, because that one ends the same way. It's got a C and an E at the end of it. So, Baby, You're a 5, your work is the exact same as come on, show 'em what you're worth. And then this one, next one, you really don't need to learn any new notes for this one, because it's gonna go, make 'em go, oh, just like we said before, make 'em go, oh, and then just play that same exact note 2 more times, a D right there, and a T right there. So we just get to repeat that D more times. And then this is the only tricky part right here. This says G, and then G, and then G, but they're not all lined up. As you can see, these 2 are both pretty low, and this one's pretty high. So we want to play that low G. When we, at the very beginning of the lesson, we found a low G and a high G. We want to use that low G now for the words as, you. And then on shoot, we're going to shoot up and grab that G, as you shoot. That one right there is going to take some practice. It's kind of tricky. It's a super low note up to our highest note. And then this one's going to end with a bunch of Ds just like we had before. So I think you're going to be able to do that. But of course, everyone's going to need to pause the video and practice at least like 5 or 10 times. Had a feeling Papa would be jumping in soon. Don't worry, we're going to get to practice a lot more later. But for right now, everyone pause the video and practice whatever you need to. And then jump in with us. And if you're with us live, then just play all the notes that you can. And don't worry about the rest. Here's all of the notes. Good luck. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2. Baby, You're a 5. Her work. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, oh, oh, oh. Low G's as you shoot across the sky. And then do it all again. Before, if you want to end on that C as the very last note, you could do that, or you could end on a D. Either one, you got some options there, but that's all of the notes. Like I said, you're probably gonna need to practice that before you can play it along with the track. But for right now, Kendra, tell us about our weekly activity.
Yeah, so this week is the bass clef dice, and you just cut out the dice and tape them together so you can test yourself on the bass clef. And tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for 150 bonus points from our mascot penguin Clopple. Yes.
And this is a great one to work on if you're trying to get into level 3 or level 4 on these songs, because you need a lot of bass clef for that. But for right now, it's time for our feature of the day. And this week it's Did You Know? And Kendra has some cool facts about this song. And there we go. Did you know again? That's all right. So, Kendra, jump in and tell us some cool things about Firework that we did not already know.
Okay, so guess what? I have these on my phone here. Okay, so on the week that this song was #1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Do you know what year that was? It was a long time ago.
It was
probably before any of you were born. Okay, yeah.
It was on the chart with 2 other similar titled songs.
Okay.
Bruno Mars's Grenade and a song called Dynamite, which you guys probably know.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. Wow. Okay. It's very explosive Billboard that week.
Yes.
Crazy. Okay, cool.
And then the next one is that she had her 2015 Super Bowl halftime show, and she performed this song, which was pretty cool.
Not that year, though. That was another time. This is the one that she performed at the Super Bowl, though.
Yes.
A Super Bowl, that's what used to happen, like it was a big football thing back when the United States used to play sports. Okay, what else?
The old days. And then my last fact that I have here is that this is the 7th song with fire in its title to reach #1 on the chart.
Oh.
I don't know if I worded that right.
Okay, so like the top song has had the word fire in it 7 times.
Yes, this was number 7. There might have been more by now.
Huh.
But yeah.
Okay, cool.
Interesting and random.
Did you know? I didn't know. It's time for mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
And this week it's from Evan B, who says, can I get a tour of the studio? Absolutely. There's actually 2 studios now. So we've got this one, and then we've got the old studio. So just depending on if you're going to be in the Sacramento area, then make sure you hit me up ahead of time so we can schedule a time for you to come in and see the actual studios, wherever it is that you're wanting to tour. Yeah, we'll show you how it all works and maybe even do a little mini recording or something. That'd be a lot of fun. Well, it's time to tell you a little bit about our song that most people don't need to know. It's just for people who want the secret information.
Secret information.
And this week, our top secret information in our top secret folder. That, by the way, you should have, if you're in Music Lessons in a Box, you should have one of these handy dandy folders and get the featured song secret information folder. But for right now, it's just between me and Clapple. And Clapple wants me to know that this repeating thing that we have, oh yeah, okay. So this guy right here, this thing that goes ba 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 bum, that right there is called a motif. A motif. That's just like some little set of notes, some little idea that's gonna keep coming back over and over and over. And as you can see in this song, this motif shows up a whole lot. That's basically the whole song, is those 4 notes. Ba, 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 ba. That's the motif for Firework. The other thing on our folder, oh yes, this kind of goes back to last week's secret information, and that is that G's are a lot of times used for like the throwaway notes. Like if you ever like try to sing along with a song and they're like saying words, or like it just sounds like they're like screaming whatever, oftentimes that's a G. And that's why down here, when we get this one, as you, those guys are really just kind of like said more than they're really sung. But we put the notes G on those because all the notes in music that are said and not sung are usually gonna be G's. So not only can you throw in a bunch of G's like we talked about last week whenever you're trying to improvise, but you can also throw them in for any notes that you're like, when you're trying to figure out the notes for a song, you're like, I don't know what note it is. They're not really singing anything, they're just saying it. Go for a G, that's probably gonna sound pretty good. That's all of our secret information, except the secret of who won the raffle. Let's find out. Congratulations, let us know what prize it is that you want. Let's level up.
Transitioning to Level 2. This may be confusing to Level 1 students, so please continue to practice the Level 1 version, or visit learnpianolive.com/level 2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out. And if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.